Happy Sunday, grade 5. I hope everyone had a well-rested weekend and are ready for another week of virtual learning. We are going on week 9, so give yourself a pat on the back for doing a stellar job so far. I know it's not easy. Okay, let's get started with our book club for Narnia. So by now you should have already finished reading chapter 4. So let's go over the mini lesson for today and your assignments. So today's mini lesson is focusing on characterization. Okay, so I'm going to go full screen on this and we're going to watch a short video that helps explain what characterization is. But basically, characterization is the creation or the construction of a fictional character. And since we are in a fantasy unit, we are reading and learning all about fictional characters. So let's watch. Okay, so just as a review, we are looking at characterization for this lesson. So when we think about some of the characters that we've seen so far, more specifically Lucy, Edmund, and the White Witch, these are some character traits, okay? And when we saw from the videos, like character traits are words to describe a character's personality, what kind of person they are. So for example, these are some of Lucy's character traits. She's the youngest, she's curious, she's determined, and she's kind. For Edmund, we can see that he is moody, he's naive from the most recent chapter, but he's also curious as well. In this last chapter, we got a real insight on the White Witch now. And we can see that she is very powerful, but she's also very cold. She seems evil and very strict. Okay, so those are the character traits. Now, characterization is what the author does to show us those traits. So today's lesson, we're going to be focusing on the White Witch. Okay, and now I want you to think about, how would you characterize the White Witch? Okay, how does the author characterize the White Witch? So things to consider when you're doing this is think about what Mr. Tumnus has told Lucy, Edmund's initial impressions of her, her actions toward Edmund, and what she tells Edmund to do. Okay, so this is your first assignment. These are some of the main categories that we saw in the videos, okay? Different types of categories that authors use for characterization, like the speech, way that they say things, actions, and the things that she actually does, how she has an effect on others, and then her physical appearance, which is her looks. So I've already gone and done a couple examples for you. Your job is to fill in the rest of these boxes. So for example, for a speech, I put 2 quotes in here and I put the page number. These are things that she has said, okay? So she said, for example, I see you are an idiot, whatever else you may be. She said, the queen, answer me once and for all, or shall I lose my patience? Their whole room is full of Turkish delight, and what's more, I have no children of my own. I want a nice boy whom I could bring up as prince and who would be king of Narnia when I am gone. So based on those 2 quotes and based on what she said, what it means is for her as a character, to understand her, what kind of person she is, that her tone changes abruptly when she's trying to win over Edmund. So at first she's very harsh and very mean, and then later on in the conversation, she turns more into trying to tempt him, to get her to do what she wants. Okay, so your job is to find some evidence from the text of things that she does and tell me, what does that mean? Okay, for the effects on others, I gave you what it means. Can you find evidence from the text that supports this? And then for physical appearance, find some evidence from the text, and you might need to go back to chapters 3, okay, if you need to find more about her appearance. And then what does that mean? Okay, that's your first assignment. And then your second assignment is, of course, some comprehension questions. Your first question is, what magic does the White Witch perform for Edmund? What does the White Witch seem most interested in? And what happens to Edmund after the White Witch leaves him? Okay, so this is your responsibility for today. And you need to make sure that you are using your thinking skills to make those connections. And that's it for today. Bye for now.